So excited to be here.
Somebody has something to say.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Whew, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Can we take a break first?
Kaitlyn,
You okay?
Oh my god.
Dead Media Group presents the Dead Media Podcast. Now here's Daryl Silver, Mikey C, and Dina D.
Welcome to another episode of the Dead Media Group, where we dive into the paranormal and we interview those that claim to be gifted. My name's Mikey C, and I'm joined by creepy Dina D, apparently, and Daryl Silver. What's up, guys? Happy New Year!
hey,
Happy New
what's
Year.
going on? Dina, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, what was that, Dina?
It's a scary movie thing.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I was going to be spooky, dead, I came back to life. I was dead, came back to life.
So you're the blonde in every scary movie who gets killed right away. Is that what I'm saying?
Exactly, because I never run outside. I always run upstairs.
That makes sense.
Listen, guys, I want to remind our audience to like and subscribe, because each episode we pick one of you to be read by our special guest, and that's exactly what's going to happen on this episode today. Our guest today is a tarot reader, guys. How do we feel about tarot readers? Have you ever been read by one before?
I have been read by one before. Yeah, it was right when I got to Los Angeles. I was at a Beverly Hills party. There was a long line. There must have been 40 people waiting. We all got in line. My first psychic experience of with a reader or a medium. Everybody comes out and they're going to get married. They're going to be rich. They're going to become a celebrity. I'm like, this is the greatest thing. I'm at the beginning of my career. I'm 21, 22 years old. I walk in, she flips over the cards, and it's just all death cards.
Dina, how do we feel about tarot?
Well, Daryl, the death card means transformation. So if it was a very transformative year for you that year, then maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't. She looked like it wasn't very good when she pulled it.
So she looked like death when she pulled the death card.
She did not look like it was a good thing for me. I can assure you that.
Well, let's hope we have a better experience on the podcast today than what Daryl had, yeah?
Exactly.
Mike, how about you?
Exactly.
Have you had tarot read?
Oh, I've had a million tarot readings, and they're all meh. I mean, you can say anything to anybody, right? It's like, oh, you've got change coming in your life. Of course you have change. Everybody has change. Oh, I see that you, someone's dead around you. Of course there's dead people around me. So, no, I haven't had a great tarot experience, but I will say the girl we have on today I found on TikTok.
Girl, or is she a woman?
She's a woman, but she's also
she's not a girl. Let's not get canceled on our second podcast, Mike.
She's a woman, Michael.
The woman, Mike.
I'm sorry, she's a full-blown woman. And her name, she's a full-blown woman.
I don't know if I would say full-blown woman, but she's a woman. Oh, geez.
You can't say anything anymore.
At this pace, this is going to be my podcast alone.
Let me try again. Can I try again?
Yes.
Our guest today is a hereditary witch and an evidential tarot reader.
A witch.
Yeah,
I want to find out what the witch thing is about. That sounds cool.
I want you guys to take a look at this.
Hello, 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 hello. It's a motherfucking pleasure.
Kaitlyn, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Yay!
Yay!
Hi, thank you.
And we want to know what A, a hereditary witch is, and B, what an evidential tarot psychic is. What does that mean?
Okay, evidential psychic medium, but good try. You did a good job.
I tried.
So okay.
So wait, you're saying Mike screwed up already?
Damn it, Daryl.
No, I didn't say that. You said it, not me.
Thank you, Kaitlyn.
You inferred it, but there you go.
I tell people all the time that hereditary witch it's nothing special, right? Like, I'm a practicing hereditary witch. Doesn't mean that I'm somehow above other practitioners. It just means I am the 12th generation of practitioners in my ancestry.
What is a witch? We all know what a witch is, broomstick and all that kind of stuff in fiction, but as a real witch, what does a witch even do? What does that mean?
to be a witch is to be connected to, you know, the things that we can't see on a deeper level than most people, right? Like I can go outside and put my feet in the grass and feel a sort of different connection, if you will. It brings me, it's grounding. You know what I'm saying? It brings me peace. It helps to calm me whenever I'm about to, you know, burn shit to the ground.
I guess what does a witch even do then? How do you?
Because of one side of my brain being autistic and the other side being ADHD, sometimes I have a really hard time like forming a cohesive sentence that doesn't sound like I'm having an aneurysm.
Well, I think you just brought up a really good point. You're autistic. Tell us a little bit about that so people, you know, have that knowledge and understanding.
Funnily enough, I didn't even discover the autism until November of 2022. So it's been over a year. So my whole life, these things went unnoticed. I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD until I was 21. So I had to relearn how to live all over again at 21. And then again at 28, I had to, it's like going all the way back to being an infant and having to learn how to crawl and walk and do all these things all over again.
How did that fit into your understanding and your abilities to do what you do as a witch and a psychic medium?
In some ways, I feel like it has held me back, and made things a little bit harder because, funny story, I was raised by a witch and by a psychic medium. However, I had no fucking clue that I myself was also a medium until November of 2021. I had no fucking clue. I was on live on TikTok and it just happened. Like I was seeing all of these random fucking people in my mind's eye and hearing all of this shit, all of these different words in different voices in my head. And I was like, okay, one of two things is happening. I am spiraling on live right now in front of all these people, or this person, whoever this lady is, belongs to somebody on a live stream. And it turns out it was a woman named Kathy, who was the mother of a woman in my live stream. She had I'd never met this woman. That was her first time ever even seeing me. And I described the exact outfit that her mother was wearing the day that she passed. Excuse me. Her hair color, her hair texture, the haircut that she had. It was very, very intimate detail. And I blew myself out of the fucking water. It scared me because I had no clue, right?
I mean, it sounds like there was something that happened, like you were struck by lightning or you fell and hit your head, that boom, all of a sudden your brain just opened up to a whole new dimension.
So you're just assuming she hit her head. That's where you're going?
Well, she got struck by lightning.
Did you?
That's fair.
Hey, Kaitlyn, have you A, been struck by lightning, or B, had your head bashed in? Either one of those things, we'd like to know.
What if I said it was something in between?
I'd love to know what that is.
I fucking wish that I could say I have been struck by lightning. My life story is not that cool. But what did happen is unfortunately for me, for whatever fucking reason, the majority of my life has been a lot of fucking trauma. It is garbage, okay?
Oh my God, have you been living my life secretly? How did I know?
Listen, I don't know. I guess we just have fucking exception tattooed on our asses. I'm not sure. But it's been rough, bitch. It's been a lot of trauma, a lot of abandonment, a lot of fucking abuse. And so I left a very abusive situation in 2017 and got back into a relationship with my now wife. And so from 2017 to 2021, apparently I had done just enough healing to sort of like decalcify my pineal gland, or my third eye. Wow. And that's really a lot of what it is. And I would say probably a solid like 85 to 90% of my clientele consists of people who are either currently going through or have just come out of the exact same shit.
The universe is bringing those people to you, it sounds like.
For healing and direction.
Why don't we have the universe see what you could actually do in a tarot card reading?
Challenge accepted, sir.
If you want to be chosen for a future episode to be read by one of our gifted guests, make sure you like and subscribe the Dead Media Group. You can check that out below. That's how we found our next guest, at Sarah Smile. Sarah, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Good to be here.
Kaitlyn, we're going to hand this over to you. Go ahead and do what you do.
Okay, great. So, Sarah, have you ever had a reading before?
I had like at a fair or something stupid. I didn't
Okay,
even
so
know what
no.
she said. It wasn't like I didn't. But all my TikToks are tarot readers, so I love it. I love it.
Do you have a specific question that you would like to ask? Is there something like specific or in general that you want to talk about or that you want to look at? It can be anything.
No,
No?
not really.
Okay. Not really or no?
Well, there's no. The answer is no.
Okay.
No.
So, okay, any questions that I ask you, Sarah, I need you to answer it like specifically yes or no to the best
Yep.
of your ability. I know that it's not always that easy, okay?
Right.
Sometimes the answer requires a little bit of explanation, but to the very best of your ability, it is so fucking imperative that you don't feed me information, okay?
Yep.
So, this is the mediumship part of what I do. Whenever the throat clearing starts and the burping starts and I feel like I am sweating my absolute ass off, there is like spirit is like knocking on the fucking door, like, bitch, if you don't let me in, okay? Somebody has something to say. And so okay, I'm trying to like find my words because there's a lot happening. Okay, so are you aware, or would it make sense to you if I told you that you have at least like anywhere from 3 to like potentially 4 or 5 different energies stepping forward, like people that past loved ones, people that you've lost in this lifetime? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Ugh. So the first thing that came up was like a nauseating wave of anxiety. Like, ugh. Whew. Oh, hold on. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So, something that has continued to come up for the last like 15 minutes, and I've just been ignoring it, is the blockage in the throat. And I don't want to throw up on camera. So, whoo, Lord. I'm really trying to hold it together, y'all. I'm so sorry. Can we like take a break first?
Yeah, if you need
For
to
a
go,
second?
go. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm gonna die, bitch. I'm gonna die. Oh, hold on just a second.
You okay?
Listen, mom ain't raised no bitch. We're gonna put our big girl britches on. So, there's like the best way that I can explain to y'all what is happening to me right now is like the fucking Wheel of Fortune when they spin that motherfucker. And so imagine all of the slots on the wheel are different pieces of evidence. And the wheel is fucking spinning its ass off. And every now and again, it'll stop just for like a half of a second and spit out one little piece of information. And then it goes again. And I have to keep trying. Does that make sense? There's no, like, I can't, it doesn't make sense to me to just make me feel like I need to throw up. I need to know why. Does that make sense?
100%.
Okay. Okay, so riddle me this, Batman. Any of the, just for shits and gigs, any of the things that I was describing that I thought was relative to this person, is that relative to you instead?
Fully, yes.
Excuse me, a lot of gut issues.
Yeah, I have.
Um,
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
okay. Have you ever had your thyroid checked?
Yes.
Okay. Recently? Okay. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how the fuck to explain this to you. Okay, so it's like feeling like you have something stuck way down in your throat, but there, like, no matter how much you cough or clear your throat, nothing like comes up or nothing is there. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth.
Yep.
So, and I know the thyroid is in this area, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I asked, because I wasn't sure if the blockage in the throat was this person or if that has something to do with you. But something that I see a lot with, with clients who are having like really either, it doesn't always have to be weird physical pain, but things that don't really make any sense. Like there's no reason why I should be having these health issues, right? And it starts because of like some sort of emotional issues that were not tended to. So, and I'm just saying that because I want you to be conscious and aware of those things, because both of these cards talk about emotional issues, right? The emotional neglect, the needs not being taken care of with the Five of Pentacles. And then with the Knight of Wands reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed is, I mean, quite literally speaks on emotions that are, not being like reined in, sabotaging, like you're sabotaging yourself in some way. Does that make sense? But
Absolutely.
there's also like the question of like, how do I remedy the situation, or how do I fix whatever is wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is quite literally release, whatever the fuck that means for you. Release, or freedom, if you will. So all of that is leading me to believe that there is something either currently going on or that has gone on in the past that you haven't let go of, that is like the cornerstone for all of the mental and even possibly physical health issues that are happening. Does that make sense?
Fully, yes.
So okay, so here's the thing though. So the Ace of Pentacles, the next several cards actually are very, very good. So with the Ace of Pentacles, an ace is always a new beginning, right? The Ace of Pentacles specifically, we're talking about luck. We're talking about opportunities for prosperity and abundance and success, right? For building a solid foundation. And healing, recuperation with the Four of Swords, right? So an opportunity for an abundance of healing being presented to you in some way, or being provided with the foundation, the solid foundation, or a solid enough foundation that you can take the time off to rest and to recover. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can I say what's going on with me health wise? Is that okay to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have, so I do have I've had thyroid issues my whole life. I always get like nodules tested. This last
Did
time,
you just say thyroid issues?
Yes. So here's the deal, though. It gets even better, Kaitlyn. So because, well, backtracking, I'm battling breast cancer right now. So because of that, though, my labs were off. So I got my thyroid checked, and they couldn't get the needle in. So, anyways, they think it's very suspicious that my thyroid's coming out in May because it might be thyroid cancer. due to the fact that
Shut your fucking mouth.
no, yeah,
I'm leaving. I'm done.
yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, you were coughing the whole time. It's like my freaking thyroid. Like, it's, yeah. So it's coming out in May. Yeah. Yeah, no, but
And
yeah,
what happens?
talking about that and yeah, just, you know, the whole, it's like this has been a reset for me this past year. You know, with losing all my hair and going through chemo and having my breast removed and all that has been a full rebirth.
Oh.
And dealing with, like, I have a crappy ex-husband who I believe is my cancer, that caused my cancer. Dealing with the stuff of that, you know, emotionally.
I'm sorry?
You know what I mean? Like, just, you kind of were saying how people or things can cause physical health issues.
Holy shit. I'm gonna throw up. Are you currently no, you're not are you currently going through chemo or have you already passed that?
I'm currently going through chemo. I did my chemo where I lost my hair last year. I'm still going through chemo now. That doesn't make me lose my hair. It's starting to grow back. But yes, I'm doing it through May 17th.
So do you remember whenever I was like about to throw up?
Yes.
And I was like, hey, what about nausea?
That's exactly
gut
right.
issue?
Yeah. Yep. It was a chemo.
Y'all had me over here thinking I was like I thought that I was like spiraling into some kind of fucking spiritual psychosis for a second.
No,
okay?
Yeah, that's what it was.
So, Kaitlyn, that was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was a whole lot.
That was a real lot.
It was.
I mean, what did you have for lunch?
Nothing. I had a bowl of honeycomb cereal this morning, and and that's we're running on Red Bull right now. So
yeah, I was concerned.
Does that happen to you often, Kaitlyn?
It happens all the fucking time.
Wow.
All the time. All the time. Every day of my life. You have to set boundaries with spirit the same way you have to set boundaries with people, but that doesn't mean they're gonna fucking listen.
You were getting sick during the reading. Does that happen to you all the time? Does it happen as strong as it did today?
No, that doesn't happen all the time. It has happened before, but that was, I will say that is one of not even a handful of times that has happened with a person who is still alive. Usually those physical issues happen with spirit, anybody coming forward to communicate with, you know, whomever I'm reading for at the time. But that was probably the closest I think that I've ever come to actually being sick because of it. So that was interesting.
You don't sugarcoat things, do you?
No, I can't. I tried, but I can't.
Is that just who you are as a human being and you're not going to suppress that?
Well, yes, but also, I mean, yes, that is who I am. That's why I don't keep friendships very well, because for whatever reason, I tend to attract the fucking snowflake motherfuckers who can't handle being told when they're being a fucking dumbass. You know, but also me tiptoeing around somebody's fragile feelings or fragile ego and sugarcoating shit, literally in the history of fucking ever, has that ever helped anybody? It's never helped. So my job is to help, is to heal, is to, you know, provide guidance or answers that you otherwise probably wouldn't receive. The last thing that I'm going to do is fuck it up by, you know, trying to tie it up with a pretty fucking ribbon. No, this shit is painful. This shit hurts, bitch. And you know, I'm just a messenger. I'm just gonna, however it comes out is how it comes out. And I struggle enough as it is to put a thought into words. So I just try not to think about what I'm saying too much and just.
Sure. So Kaitlyn, thank you for joining us. Where can people find you if they want to get a reading?
So you can find me on TikTok and on Instagram. My TikTok is Gold Dust Readings and my Instagram is Gold Dust Readings Official.
You're the real fucking
What?
deal. The real fucking deal.
Stop that. I don't do compliments well. I'm uncomfortable.
Now go drink some, take something for that indigestion.
Yeah, get some Pepto.
I'm gonna take my ass to Walgreens. Thank you.
Bye, Kaitlyn.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Kaitlyn.
Thank you.
So, Sarah, what did you think of your reading?
Kaitlyn was great. I loved her. She just she went on and on and on and on about
The whole time that she was getting sick and almost vomiting, I'm surprised that you didn't say something sooner.
She was great though. I didn't want to interrupt her, and I didn't know, like, I didn't want to tell her too much stuff.
So do you think that that was a good reading? Do you think that you got something out of it? Do you think that she was on to what's going on in your life?
I think she definitely honed in on many things going on. Actually, I said this from the beginning. This is like my rebirth. Losing my hair, having a new perspective in life. It's my rebirth. So I'm ready. And it's great. It's nice to get the affirmation. So
Thanks, Sarah. Be well.
bye, guys.
Okay, so guys, what did you think about Kaitlyn's reading? Mike.
That's how I feel. Because it was a lot. I mean, what I appreciate about Kaitlyn is that she doesn't fish for things. She's not like, hey, this and that and this, and tell me more about this. Like, she doesn't want to know. So the fact that it took a while to get there, but the fact that she hit on the thyroid and the nausea and the chemo and the cancer, like, that was pretty impressive to me. And again, I appreciate that, you know, she doesn't fish for answers.
Dina?
First of all, I'm just blown away at Sarah's poker face because if obviously I have facial Tourette's, you can totally tell what I'm thinking by looking at my face.
By the Tourette community. Sorry, Tourette community.
Okay, I have facial mobility issues where I'm overly expressive. So
you just got a dumb face.
I can't help it. But I was very impressed with the fact that, you know, when Kaitlyn was getting physically ill, that's definitely a clear sign of, to me anyway, of spirit is trying really, truly hard to communicate and get a point across to her sitter. So that tells me, and I really like the way that she approaches it. She's, don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything. And I appreciate that she lets spirit rule and not her rule.
So for me, again, from a viewer, I'm not sold on this one. But again, having said that, Sarah was, and that's all the validation I need. But for me, watching it from the outside, I wasn't as blown away. I can't answer the whole thing about her getting sick. That was a whole interesting thing. But that's kind of my take on this one. I thought she did a good job though. But I'm trying to balance it out of what we saw.
Where can people find me, Michael?
They can find you at Dead Media Dina on TikTok and Instagram, and I know that because I set it up for her.
Mikey, where can we find you?
Same places except Dead Media Mike, Instagram and TikTok. Daryl.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at TVDaryl, and you can find this podcast on Instagram at Dead Media Group. Like, follow, and subscribe.
And make sure you do that because next episode, you may be chosen to be read by one of our gifted guests.
Okay, enough. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.